What's going on? It's the RapNerd, and if you've seen the title, this was meant to be like my version of a video essay, if you will. It was going to be me taking clips and different things from movies from now and then, and excerpts from reviews that I've seen before, and make it like my version of that. But I think now I just was like, instead of doing it formally, I'm going to do it informal while I'm in my car and dump my thoughts so I can really speak about it freely. But if you've seen the title, I think we have forgotten how to watch movies, man. And I'm just going to kind of get into like how I got to that point. I feel like it started with the expansion of review culture, with reviews becoming a big thing. You know, they've always been around, but since Rotten Tomatoes came on the scene, it kind of put a spotlight on reviews. So people who normally didn't care about reviews started looking at reviews, and I'm one of them. I started looking at reviews because of Rotten Tomatoes, because it was a big thing. And I feel like over the years and years, it's gradually just kind of gotten things a little bit worse in regards to its effect on viewers. And this is not me blaming cinema or whatever it is. I'm just me speaking freely, because what brought me to this point was Long Legs. I saw the movie yesterday, just kind of the response I'm seeing today from it. And honestly, I've been seeing it since 2020 on a hyper level. So I'm just going to put that out there first so you can know where I'm going here. But over the years, Rotten Tomatoes has been a thing that people use to say if a movie is good or not, or if it's worth going to see, blah, 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 blah. Excuse my alfalfa action with my dreads. But it's just been collectively going and going and going, and what ends up happening is with the bloom of social media, a lot of folks have gained platforms, and they've started to use their platform as well, whether it be YouTube or Twitter, to do reviews, like, or whatever it is. Like, I'm one of them, and I'm including myself in here because, you know, movie reviews are part of the issue, and I'm in that field, and I want to be successful. I've seen, you know, enough success from it thus far, so I got to put myself in the category too. But the expansion of that, right? Anybody and everybody having their opinion, which is fine. I don't say that you can't have opinion. I think opinions and perspective is the reason why reviews are a good thing. I think offering different perspectives about film is great. But as this thing has grown, I've been seeing more and more people who use their platform, whatever it may be, speak like something is factual from a negative or positive standpoint. And I feel like on the other end of that, you see people, audiences of films, taking what people say in their reviews as like a word and using that to go into the movie watching it for. And so you might have somebody who has a negative opinion about a film, makes people not want to see it at all. And then you have somebody who says the movie is really good. People go in there with a pencil and pad just trying to see if the movie is good or not, and even vice versa, seeing how bad something is, you know, because they heard about it. And I'm like, that's not how movies are supposed to be experienced. Like, the movie is supposed to be something that you go in, and everything that you know, your preconceived notions, you kind of put that to the side and just watch as is. And this is not me telling anybody how they should watch a movie. It's not what I'm saying. I just know that based on what I'm seeing online, it seems like people are watching movies just to review them instead of watching movies to enjoy them and experiencing them. And I feel like that's kind of messing films up in a sense. Like, it sends a wrong message that really shouldn't be the case. A review is made to offer perspective. Again, it's not made for fact. I was like with Long Legs last night. I thought it was great. I loved it. I had a great experience watching it. You know, I even brought up the thing about, is it the scariest movie this year? I said that's subjective, but for me it's top 3. And the reason why I said that is because when you say things like that, people don't know how to take it anymore. Like, if I say, like, this is one of the scariest movies I've ever seen, or this action movie has some of the best action I've ever seen, or this is the worst shit I've ever seen, period, people go into the movie with that as a fact, and they do one of two things. They either hold it to that standard, and what ends up happening is their experience was based on what they heard or read in a review. And that shouldn't be the case, man. It shouldn't be the case. Like, again, a review is just there to tell you what somebody else thought. You should never go into watching a movie thinking that what you've heard from somebody should be what the movie is, and if it doesn't do that, it'll disappoint. I think that that's a terrible way to watch films, and I just see so many people do that. It just sucks that we've gotten to the point where a lot of people will allow a social media platform to deter them from watching a movie or not. Watch the shit if you want to watch it. Watch reviews just to get some more insight. That's the beauty of art. People perceive it differently, and just because you don't align mind what somebody else is thinking doesn't mean the movie's bad or should be a disappointment. I believe it should just open up a different door for you to look down, you know? In both senses. There's been mad movies that I love, and I watched the review and somebody didn't like it, and they were able to provide criticism and the things that didn't work out for them, and it was like, oh, okay, I can see that. And that's one thing, again, that a lot of people with these platforms don't do. They just say this movie sucked, this movie wasn't good, and it's one extreme to the next. It's either the best thing ever or the worst thing ever, without any type of context or any insight from them personally that can shed light on whatever they're saying about the film. And that's a big problem again. So I encourage people, man, when you watch a film, or if you're looking forward to a film and a review comes out, and you watch reviews, because we all do it, I do it myself, do not put your expectations in the hands of someone else. It's not fair to the film, the directors, the writers, the actors, everybody involved. They made the film for you to experience. You as a person, you watching it, whether it be at your home or in a theater, it's about the way that you receive the film. Like with Long Legs, I'm seeing so many people attach themselves to a statement like the scariest film of the decade or whatever it is, and they're using that to like rip the movie apart. And even on the negative side, where you'll see people say something is the worst thing ever, and you'll have folks watch a movie just to shit on it. I don't think that that's cool at all. None of that is dope, going in there to just use somebody's perspective against a film. And again, you can do what the fuck you want to do. Like, this is just me going through my thoughts, you know. Whatever you do is what you do. But I just know at the end of the day, not keeping the door open for perspective and discussion on art is when the art ultimately dies out. So I implore people, man, to express themselves subjectively. That's all. Everything is not just absolute, and you're being constructive with whatever criticism you have. Even if a movie is not that good, I still believe every piece of art deserves some sort of human criticism, because if the chairs were rearranged and you were putting your art out there, you would want people to be respectful to what you do as well. So that's all I had to say, because I'm not upset at all, but it just kills me to see how review culture has shifted so many audience members' perspective going into a movie, or if they should see it, period. I think that that's whack, yo. Watch the movie. So anyway, I'm out of here. If you like this kind of content, make sure to like and subscribe. And if you already are subscribed, thank you. And until next time, peace. RapNerd Productions, no capping, that's word to mommy.